Hey guys, it's Ronise and Sean, or Sean and Ronise. We're going to give you a quick video on how we met. So there's two versions to the story actually. I don't remember Sean in 2004. We both worked at Bennett College and we worked in the same division. So in enrollment management, I was in admissions and he was in financial aid. So working in the same division, you have meetings and things of that nature. But I was always on the road, so I missed a lot of the meetings. So I vaguely remember you.
Plus, I only worked part-time, 8 to 12 every day, so we was missing each other.
So when I was on the campus, I worked on an all women campus, all women's campus. And some of the women would come into my office and say, "Hey, Miss Johnson, did you see the new guy that works in financial aid?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know we had a new guy in financial aid." So one day I took a trip to financial aid because I knew a person who worked in office with him. So I went to go see her, and I saw him, and I didn't think anything of it because I was in a relationship. And when I'm in a relationship, I'm committed.
I was part-time. She wasn't checking for me. She knew them dollars weren't right. That's all it was. No. But you guys, stay tuned.
So anyway, when I saw him, and then now when the women are coming into the office like, "Hey, did you see the new guy?" And I was like, "Yes, I did see him. He's married. Leave him alone. Don't be flirting with him or anything like that." I didn't know if he was married or not. He's a grown man working on campus, and they're students, so they don't need to be asking me if I seen a grown man on campus.
I wasn't married,
and he wasn't married, so I didn't know. So
you came by the office like you popped in one day on Fried Chicken Wednesday. So if you attended HBCU. You know, that's when you get mad traffic.
Fried chicken Wednesday, fish Friday.
She popped into the office about 11:55, I guess, because the lines used to be long. So she stopped in early before I was, making my way out. I seen her. She gave me that look. And y'all know that look, fellas, when, like she wants you. like she gave me that look like.
I did not.
Like she wanted me to be the snack. She didn't want chicken on that windshield. She wanted a piece of Mr. Guy.
When he tells me this that I gave him a look, promise you, I didn't, because I wasn't. I was in a relationship, so I didn't give him a look. Honestly, I don't even remember ever seeing him for me to give him a look like that. So I don't know where this look is coming from, but I didn't give Sean a look. That's his version. My version is we worked at the same campus, and if he knew that I was there and he liked what he saw at that time, he should have said something, but he didn't. So
I thought she was Dominican. I didn't think she's.
I'm super black.
It was just something about her, like a different type of vibe or something.
Nose.
Like I didn't know, son.
So he was scared.
Okay.
Go on and say he was scared. He was scared to approach me. So in 2004, he had a good. Well, when did you start?
Yeah, 04.
Okay, so in 2004, I started in 2001. So 2004, we had a year. He had a year to shoot a shot, and he didn't, and I bounced. I was in a relationship. I wasn't thinking about him anyway, but he had the opportunity to see, at least to have a conversation with me. He didn't even have a conversation with me. So I left. Fast forward to 2016. So now years go by. I moved to Charlotte. I moved to Atlanta. And then I came back to Greensboro. And at this time, I'm working on my master's degree. And I needed to interview a director for a project. And I called my girlfriend, the same girlfriend that was working with Sean in financial aid in 2004, if I can interview her boss because it's time for the project. And so she tells me, "Why don't you just call Sean? He's the director of financial aid at Bennett."
Now I'm hot. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Anyway, so I was like, really? Okay, so I emailed him and I was like, hey, Sean, I need you to do me a favor. Now, granted, I don't, the way I went straight into the email, it's like we've been buddies for the longest.
Yeah, like we talked yesterday.
But I was just like, I need to get this done. And if you know who I am, that's pretty much how I am. It's just like, get right to the point. So I just asked him and he said yes. And I was very grateful that he said yes. So I get to his office, and at this time, I'm in his office for, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe? I don't know, an hour?
Yeah,
I don't know how long
maybe like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Because you went and talked to some other people.
Yeah. And so at this time, I'm looking at him, I'm like, he's kind of cute. Okay, I wonder what he really looked like in 2004. But like right now, he's actually, really attractive. But I'm not dating anybody, so us as single women, sometimes we sit there and ask the Lord, can we have all these bullets of what we want a man to be and what we want him to look like, and so he wasn't on my list though. He didn't check any of the bullets. Not at all. I wanted someone tall and dark with bald head. Yeah, he didn't fit any of the bullets, but very attractive. So we did the interview, and I told him once I get a grade back, I would, as appreciation, I would like to, take him out to lunch or bring him lunch, just to say thank you, pretty much.
So I'm gonna jump in there. I was gonna say, so if you would have bought me lunch, what would you have bought me?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A, so I got you what I like to eat.
But you were shooting your shot.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't shooting my shot. I still wasn't trying to shoot my. I just thought he was attractive, but I still wasn't trying. My thing is, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. Yes, so indeed. I wasn't trying to find nobody, so I'm not gonna shoot my shot. I felt like if he's single and he likes what he sees, he'll shoot his shot. So 2 weeks later, it took a while for my grade to come back, and I was like, man, he bombed my interview. I got a 0 out of 10. My grade came back and I got a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. And so I emailed him. I was like, guess what, Sean? I got 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. I could bring you lunch, or I could take you out to lunch, whatever you decide. Yeah.
We ended up going to Olive Garden.
No, bring it back. How did we end up going to Olive Garden? What did you say?
Oh, I was like...
Right. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so I had to flip it right. So I was like, what did I say? You don't have to take me to lunch, but I would certainly love to take you out.
Mm-hmm. That was his shot. And so when he said that, he said love. And when he said that, I called my girlfriend at the time that we used to work with him. And I was like, is he dating somebody? Because this is what he wrote. He would love to take me out to lunch and he's going to pay. And she was like, no, I think he's single, because they still kept in contact with each other. Mm-hmm. And so fast forward, we met at OG, Olive Garden.
And she came in that mob looking like an OG. OG Ronese Johnson.
What's an OG?
Original gangster. Tell her what you had on, babe. First date.
And it wasn't a date. See, and this is why I came to the OG like I came. I had on spandex and a t-shirt. I think I had on flip-flops. And I had my silly braids from The Color Purple. Like, my hair was like silly. Like, I'm 4C. So I think I probably washed it the night before. And I just slapped some big plaits in my head and pinned them down.
And I'm swagging. Because we're on our first date.
This is not a date.
I had a little tie, a little lunch. Okay, I made sure.
Because you was at work. That's why. I didn't have a job. So I'm coming from the crib. I didn't have a job. So I didn't care what I looked like. I mean, I looked decent, but I wasn't cute. But the thing is, at the restaurant, we had so much in common. We talked the entire time. He was late for work. And I was like, I find him like even a little bit more attractive, from our conversation. And so from there, we exchanged numbers.
Yeah, it went so well. And at the end of the day, it ended with so many sparks.
Yeah, sparks.
I gave Ronnie a nice church hug.
Yeah.
She was like, what is that?
I don't like church hugs.
She called me out on it, too.
I sure did. Like, he gave me the little side church hug. And I was like, Okay. I guess maybe he got a girlfriend and he ain't feeling me. Cool. But then, then my phone just kept ringing and I realized he didn't have enough of me.
Yeah.
So that's how we met.
Yeah, and it was.
I don't know. Was it love at first sight? Is that a true thing? I don't know.
I think it was attraction at first sight. I think I just wanted to get to know more about you. I already, had a crush on you, but I didn't know you, and the more we talked, the more we had in common, the more I wanted to continue to get to know you.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And I too. I didn't know that we had so much in common, and so it was good to meet someone that was on the same educational level, to meet someone that had same
we had
goals.
Similar goals, similar circle of friends, similar career aspirations and experiences.
Yeah, so it was good. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you subscribe so that you can get to know a little bit more about us.